Okay, all right. I guess we should get started. Okay, did you guys try out anything, whatever we had done in the previous class? Any questions you got chance to try out? Any problem that you faced? Or anything that was not clear in the previous class that you'd like me to repeat? Okay, okay, cool. Can you please confirm if you can hear me? You guys can hear me, right? Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay. So let's get started. Just give me a second. I'll share my screen. All right. I hope you guys are able to see my screen. So topic for today is 2D matrices. So 2D array basically. 2D array is only a matrix. And yesterday also we had discussed about it, but today we'll learn more about it. Okay, we'll also do some problems. Yesterday we weren't able to do a lot of problems. Today my agenda is that the material which is there, the concepts that we have to cover, they aren't major. Okay, they are very like small concepts which can be done easily. I would be mostly focusing on solving problems. Okay, so what we'll do is that we'll quickly cover whatever material is there, and then we'll solve the problem. Whatever problem you will be solving, you will be telling me the code complexity and everything, whatever we had discussed in the previous class. Sounds good, everybody? Should we do this? Okay, okay. So what I'll try to do is that in 30 to 40 minutes, so I won't be going fast, okay? If at any time you feel that I'm going fast, please feel free to let me know, okay? And I'll go slow then. But yeah, so my agenda is that in 30 to 40 minutes, I'll cover the concepts which need to be covered, and then we'll start off with the questions, okay? Just give me a second, guys. I'll start. Just a minute, please. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. So yeah, let's get started. So today we are going to whatever we'll be doing, that will be continuation of the 2D array that we had done. So the name of today's class is 2D array part 2. The things, let me just zoom in a bit. Yeah, the agenda will be this. First, we will talk about row major traversal of a 2D array. Then we'll talk about column major traversal. Okay, and then there is this in your material, there is combining traversal and conditional logic. So instead of that, I'll be giving you problems. Okay, so we learn by doing. So this is what is the agenda for today's class, and let's get started. So first, let's talk about row major traversal. What is row major traversal? Let me show you. So the default traversal that I was showing you yesterday, right? That's what is called a row major traversal. So for example, this is your, the array that you have, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is the array that you have. So when we talk about row major traversal, this is how the traversal happens. You start from here, okay? Then from 1 you go to 2, 2 you go to 3. So you see what you do is that first you cover all the elements of the row and then you go to the next row. Okay, so 3 is done, so this means first row is covered. Then we cover 4, then 5, 6. From 6 again we come to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, and so on. That is how a traversal is done. Okay, this is called a row major traversal. So the loop that we had written in yesterday, for I is equal to 0, I less than, say, rows. Okay, rows, I plus plus, for j is equal to 0, j less than column, j plus plus. Okay, and over here we were doing something with a of ij. Okay, so see, first I was 0. Okay, so I, every time first you have to write the number of row. Okay, so first parameter over here, or first value over here, denotes the number of rows. So I write a of I and then I write a of j. So I was denoting the row. So can I call that this is a row major traversal? Because see, for I is equal to 0, we traverse all the values of j, which is we traverse all the values of column. Then again for I is equal to 1, we traverse all the values of j. Are you getting it? Can I call this as a row major traversal? Right? So the default traversal that we had done, that's called a row major traversal. Okay. Now, so what we'll do is that I'll be giving you like small baby problems, okay, in whatever concepts we will be covering, and then I'll give you some major problems in the end. All right. So now that you guys have covered row major traversal, let me give you a scenario. कि how do you know कि कहाँ पे row major traversal use हो सकता है? So say you are storing data like this, that you know let me first write something. Okay, so say this is your array, 92, 85, 44, 96, 67, 77, 91, 89, 32, 96, 98, 41. Okay, so what is this? Every row, okay, this row, it denotes student. Okay, so this is student 1, this is student 2, this is student 3, and every column it denotes the subject. Okay, so this is subject 1, this is subject 2, this is subject 3, and this is subject 4. Now, if I tell you that you have to tell me the average of every student's marks, okay? So, say if you have to tell for S1, how will you do it? So, the average will be 92 plus 85 plus 44 plus 96, okay? Divided by 4, whatever you get, that's the average. Then for S2, it will be sum of all these marks divided by 4, right? That is how you'll be finding average. So, in this case, aren't we doing row major traversal? Because all of these entities belong to this person. So what we are trying to do, okay, the way our elements are arranged, so it depends that how your element is arranged and what you are trying to do in your problem. Okay, so the way our elements are arranged and what we are trying to do, we have to do row major traversal. Okay, so say this is the array which has been given to you. Okay, create this array. What you have to do is that from this array, print average marks of three, like of all the three students. Okay, so you need to say like, average marks of student 1 is this, average marks of student 2 is this, and average marks of student 3 is this. This is the question. Can you write the program for this? Do you want to try? Okay, how much time do you want to write this program? In the chat, how much time do you want approximately? Okay, uh 5 minutes. Okay, all right, let me give you 10 minutes. Okay, so with program it has to be a working solution, and you also have to tell me the code complexity. Okay, It's 8:17. I need your answers by 8:27. If there is anybody who needs more time, please do not worry and please tell me about it. I'll give you more time. Okay, no problem in that respect. So yeah, your time starts now. Okay, try solving it, and I'll be here. I'll be monitoring the chat. So if you have any question, feel free to put it down. Okay. Yes, yes, Abhinav. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So, um, the solution that Abhinav has shared, that's absolutely correct. Good job. Good job, Abhinav. Average is not coming in float. Okay, let me check on that. Abhinav, average would not be coming, I guess, because um, you have to typecast. So see, your sum is integer, you're dividing it by an integer 4. Okay, try dividing it by 4.0. Let me um, let me see it. So let me show you how the program would be. So what you'll be doing is that I'm just using the array which Abhinav has created. Okay, this is the array. So Abhinav, how did it solve by dividing by 4.0? Okay, cool. So see, the thing is you're dividing an integer by another integer, okay? So you will not get a float. Making sense? जभी भी उसको float चाहिए, so there needs to be a float number in either, in either of the two, divisor or dividend, whatever it is. Or there is another thing called typecasting. Okay, Google about it. I'll write the word over here. Typecasting. Read about it. तो typecasting से क्या होता है ना कि say you're getting a value into integer, so you can typecast it. You can cast it into float. You can do things like that. Okay, so that would also work. But yeah, this is the easiest which I said. So that's it. So say yeah. One more thing. Okay, whenever you want to so yesterday I showed you whenever you have to find how many number of rows. Okay, so all that you have to do is that name of the array dot length. This is always going to give you the number of rows. Okay, remember this. Let me write over here. So these the whiteboard links and everything, it gets shared along with the recording. Okay, so that's why I keep writing important things so that when you see recording or whenever you access whiteboard, you remember it. Okay, so in a 2D array, say the name of the array is ARR. Whenever you want to find the number of rows, so number of rows is equal to ARR dot length. This gives you the number of rows, okay? And number of columns is ARR 0 dot length. Okay, so it's not necessary that you write 0. You can write any number for that matter. But what 0 means is that ki, theek hai, we are selecting the first row and tell me how many elements are there in the first row. So jitne bhi elements honge in the first row, that is the number of columns, right? So yeah. So let's use this over here. ARR dot length, okay, I plus plus for int j is equal to 0, j less than ARR of 0 dot length j plus plus. Okay, over here what we'll be doing is that int sum is equal to 0, and I'm taking average also as integer. I don't want it to be decimal, so I'm writing integer. You can do float also, okay, no problem in that. And average is equal to 0. So what you have to do in this J loop, till the time J loop is running, keep summing the elements. Okay. So sum is equal to sum plus ARR of I J. Okay. So Abhinav, the code that you have shared, I'll try making it more generic. So like had this, right? You divided it by 4. So what we could have alternatively done is that average is equal to sum divided by ARR of 0 dot length, right? It would have given you how many columns are there. जितने columns है उतने subjects है. Okay, so we could have done like this. This could have made your code more generic. But what you are doing also, that's not wrong, because I had given that question. You knew the data set, but generically you can do like this. Okay, so we can just do system dot out dot print ln, and I'll just print the average. Okay, and then what we can do is that average is equal to 0, sum is equal to 0. Okay, this is what we'll be doing. Let's run and let's see. Oh, okay, okay. A semicolon was missing. Oh, I guess it's not coming in new line. I had to do that setup of lead code. I have messed it up actually. I was doing some things, so I'll definitely get it done before the next class. Um, online GB, it was something like this, right? The compiler that I used. Hmm. Let's run this. So this is the average. I'm not doing the calculation. I hope that's correct. But everybody got it. Any questions as to how do you have to solve this problem? Any questions regarding solving the problem? Okay, I believe no. This was row major traversal. Okay, what is row major traversal? First, you select a row. So whenever you hear the term row major traversal, okay, always think that you're going from row to row. एक row लिया, complete the entire traversal of that row. Go to another row, complete the traversal. Go to another row, complete the traversal, and so on. Okay. Now tell me, the solution that I've given over here, what is the code complexity of the solution? What is the code complexity? Like, what is the sorry, not code complexity, the time complexity of the code that I've written? Absolutely correct. O of n square, okay, or O of n into m. The number is O of n square. So yes, this is done. The second thing that we will be talking about is column major traversal. Okay, it's just the opposite of row major traversal. So what happens is that, consider that this is your array 23, 24, 21, 33, 28, 24, whatever, 31, 29, 28. Say this is your array that you have got, okay? So when you want to do column major traversal, so what do we do is that first we choose a column, traverse all the elements, then choose another column, traverse all the elements, then choose another column, okay? So this traversal, what we were doing, it was horizontal, right? We were doing it along this, along the x-axis. It is horizontal. In column, the traversal that we'll be doing, that is vertical. So what we'll be doing is that select one element. Okay, so this column, first column will be selected. From here, go to here. This will be traversed. This will be traversed. Then from here, go to here. This. Then this is traversed. This, this. Got it? All of you got it? Okay. Now, how do you write the code for this? So the thing is, there are two ways. Okay, I'll tell you the easier way. What you can do is that for I is equal to 0, I less than, say, column, I plus plus. Okay. Then for j is equal to 0, j less than rows, j plus plus. Okay. Then what you're going to do is that you have to print ARR. Say this is ARR. So you have to print ARR of, first you're going to print the row, right? And then you're going to print the column. So it will be j comma I. Got it? Are you getting it? How is it happening? So say first I will be 0. Okay, so it will print all the, so j will be changing, right? I will be 0 but j will be changing. So I will always be 0 first. Okay, like at least I will always be constant for one iteration, and then it will be like say 0 0 1 0 2 0, right? This is my 0 0, this is 1 0, this is 2 0, this is 0 1, then 1 1 2 1. So are you seeing the column value is same, right? That is why I've put I over here. Okay, so that this is how you do column major traversal. Is it clear? That's how you do column major traversal. Now say for example, ठीक है, the solution that I have given you, the array that I have given you, say let me just clean this so that I can easily give. So say that this array on this side, okay, on top, it tells you day. So say day one, day two, day three. Okay, this is what it tells. And the rows tell the temperature. Temperature one, temperature two, temperature three. Say morning temperature, afternoon temperature, and evening temperature. Okay, that is how it says. So what you have to do is that if you have to find average temperature of a day, what will you do? You will add all of this and divide by 3, right? That is how you'll get average temperature. Getting it, all of you? So in the questions in which you need to traverse row wise, in that you are going to use row major traversal. Okay, got it, all of you? Any questions on this? Any questions? Am I not audible? Like, is it for everybody or is it only for Abhinav? Guys, can you hear me? Yes, no? Oh, I am audible. Okay, thank you, thank you. Abhinav, maybe some internet connection from your end. Okay, so what you have to do is that write a program. Okay, to do this, what you have to do: print average temperature of every day. You're having 3 days, so you have to print average temperature of every day. This is the question. Do you want to try? Do you want to give it a try? This is the question that you have to solve. Print average temperature of every day. Okay, again I am giving you 10 minutes. Please try doing this. Last time I just got response from Abhinav. I want more responses. Okay, please give me the answers. If you're not able to code, tell that as well कि कहाँ पे दिक्कत हो रहा है, so that I can help you. All right, giving you 10 minutes. Sharp at 8:51 we are going to discuss the solution. Okay, or if you need more time, please feel free to let me know. Also guys, like what is the problem that you like you guys are unable to submit the solution? Any major, like, gap in understanding or anything like that? So see, my intention of asking this question is like, I'm not policing you for this. uh, I just genuinely want to know that if there is a problem, let me know. I'll help you with it. Okay, that's all about it. If you want to share like whatever you're facing difficulty in, you can share it to me personally on airmeet also. I'll help you. Okay, but yeah, whatever it is, let's get started. It's 8:42. I'm looking for a solution max by 8:52. All right, and of course with the time complexity as well. And try to have a generic solution. Okay, do not put numbers. Try to have a generic solution so that it works for any array. Okay, never mind. But let me know, okay, whenever if there's something that you're not able to do. Okay. So this is very similar to what we have already done. Instead, I basically wanted you to show column major traversal. So what I'll be doing over here is, let me show you. Sorry. I'll just print, okay, the elements in column major way, and then we'll see if they are getting printed properly or not. Okay. I always get confused with when it comes to column major traversal. I'm more comfortable with row major traversal. So let me try. I'll print ARR of J and I. If this is this, J is no. Uh, Abhinav, one more thing. Can you try the solution that you have given, right? Can you try in the case when the where the number of row and number of column are different? I guess in that case you are going to get runtime error. Could you please try that and let me know? Because see, I'll tell you कि कहाँ पे problem है, okay? Your I is running till number of rows, ठीक है? But I हम use कहाँ पे कर रहे हैं? We are using it for number of columns, right? So say that you have 10 rows, but you only have 2 columns. So it'll give you a array index out of bound or null pointer, whatever. But you get my point, right? So let me just show you. So our output should be 92, 67, 92, 67, 32, 85, 44. Yes. Sorry, 85, 77. Yeah, that is what we are getting. Okay. That is how a column major traversal is done. Oh, okay. You're getting out of bound, right? Okay. Yeah. Yes, Abhinav. That's why I had. So when I saw your solution, that's why I had asked you to do a dry run and check if it is working fine. So because the array that you had put, that was a square matrix, right? It was a square array. The number of row and number of column was same. That's why it did not put any difference for you. But in general, whenever you do row major traversal, that is how you have to do. Okay, you were just lucky that the array that we chose, that was square. So the number of row was equal to number of column was equal to number of row. Traversal, column major traversal. Any questions, guys? Okay, okay. So there are a lot of pattern printing problems, okay, which are very common. So what we can do is that we can practice some of the pattern printing problems, okay. There are two problems in your material. I'm not discussing that because the solution is already there, and that is pretty simple. So before pattern printing, we'll do a warm-up problem, okay, the transpose of a matrix problem, we'll do that. Then we'll do a few pattern printing problems. So like I was telling, it's not exactly double 2D array problem. It's kind of a nested loop problem as well, okay. So दोनों ही solve हो जाएगा. We'll do that, and according to the time, some very specific problems related to nested loops, okay, and 2D array, of course. Anything that you haven't understood till now, anything related to 1D array, 2D array loops, anything, or anything in Java in general. Because after this, there is nothing to teach in 2D array. I'll only be giving you questions. Any doubt? Anything at all? Did all of you understand the code complexity thing that we had discussed? Mm, okay, no problem. So, let's take a 10-minute break. Revise. Meanwhile, go through whatever. Yeah, yes, Abhinav, there's one doubt. Yes, tell me, please. Tell me. What's your doubt? Okay. All right, yeah. I can show you the average temperature logic. What we will do is, I'm going to simplify the array a bit, okay, so that I know, or I just use a calculator to find the average temperature logic. Say sum is equal to sum plus ARR of J I. Okay, it will be ARR dot length. Okay, let me run and let's see. Hmm. There are 4 days. Let me use a calculator, please. I Let me just check. So it's 92 plus 67 plus 32 divided by 3. Yeah, Abhinav, are you not getting these results? This is the thing to find average temperature. Is it clear, Abhinav? Okay, what was the issue? I guess the issue was that you would be dividing it by ARR of 0 dot length while finding the average. Was that the issue? हाँ ठीक है, got it. Yeah, okay, ठीक है, no problem. Let's take a quick say 9-minute break. Let's meet sharp at 9:10 and then we'll do full on problems. Okay, no, like the topic has been covered, the concept has been covered, and there are very two like easy problems which are there in your material, so I'm sure you can do it on your own. I want to focus on more important problems which happen. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. So let's meet after a break of say 9 minutes. I'm going to pause the session. Let's resume sharp at 9:10. Okay, I hope you guys are back. The break is over. People, are you back? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for confirming. ठीक है. The next problem that, so now we are just going to do problems, okay? So the next problem that we'll be doing is, just a second, guys. I just misplaced the pen with which I write on the digital board. Yeah, got it. Okay. Yeah. So, do you guys understand the concept of transposing a matrix? Yes or no? Do you understand the concept of transposing a matrix? Yes, right? Okay, cool, cool. So you have to write the code to do that. Okay, so say you have got a matrix ARR. It is having elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you need to transpose this. So we should have another a resultant matrix which is having 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Okay, so this is the question. Write code to transpose the matrix. Got it? Question clear, everybody? Okay, please try doing this. Just a hint that it will be done using two loops. Okay, so nested loop will be required. How much time do you want to do this? 7 minutes are fine, people. Okay, 10 minutes? Okay, no problem. I'll give you 10 minutes, okay? So sharp at 9:23. Please try to solve, please, everybody, please. I know that Abhinav has been trying, but I'm not getting answers from Rosine, Kusaram, Sundaram, and Gopal. Please, guys, try. ठीक है, try करने से ही पता चलेगा, like, where are you being stuck, what is the problem. So ठीक है, try, and at 9:23, I want your solution. Even before that, so see, I keep monitoring the chat. If you are stuck anywhere, do let me know on the chat. Okay. Yes, Abhinav. Perfect. It's perfect now. Okay. I just took a look at your logic in which you are doing trans of ij is equal to err of ji. That is the exact logic, okay, that you need to print, that you need to transform. But yeah, that's absolutely correct. That's perfect. However, I'll just give 2 more minutes for everybody else to try. Guys, are you trying? I'm not seeing answers. Why is it so? Rosine, Kusaram, Sundaram, Gopal. Why am I not seeing answers from you all? See, if you if you just want to attend the class, see the question, see the solution, that's fine. Okay, I do not have a problem with that. What I'm concerned about is that कि ऐसा तो नहीं कि there's some underlying problem because of which you're not able to code. So all four of you, please let me know. Do you not want to code right now and you want to code later, or are you not able to code? What is the solution? What is the situation? Okay, okay, Kusaram. Thank you. Thanks for mentioning that. What about the others? What about the others? Rosine? I've seen Rosine has also been pretty active, so she responds. Gopal, Sundaram, what is the problem? Like, are you not able to understand? And Kusaram, what are you not able to understand? Like, 1D array was fine. Is 2D array the problem? Let me know, guys, so that I can help you. Okay, thank you, Sundaram. Good, perfect. See, you were able to do brilliantly. Very nice, very good. We'll see the solution also. Okay, good attempt. Kusaram, if you're not able to code, please tell me where is the problem. Okay, so that I can help you. These things are very important. Okay, array is very important, and array is not very different when it comes to Java. All right, it's just as same as that you had in JavaScript. I understand. that you were not able, like, in JavaScript you did not practice a lot of 2D arrays. But yeah, okay, you were not able to attend the previous session. Okay, no problem. So what I'll do is that I'll give others one more problem, and then I'll quickly tell you whatever we did in the previous session. Okay, works for you? And what about others, Rosina and Gopal? What is the issue? So see, Kusara mentioned the issue and then we found a solution, right? And I'll be trying to help him out. Others also, if you don't want to code right now, as I said, I am fine with it. Just tell me that I don't want to code right now. I'll code it later. I'm fine with it. What I'm not fine with is that you have a problem and you're not telling that. Okay? Because you're giving your time, you're putting in your money, you're putting in your energy and everything. So you should get an output, right? I'm also putting my time and energy. So I would be really happy if I could help somebody. Okay? That is why I'm doing this. Okay. Okay. Let's see the solution. So the solution which Abhinav has done, that is correct. So the Ram solution is also correct. Okay. There is a question, Abhinav. I was going to ask, how do we define row and column while initializing when we aren't giving data to the main array? Okay. Yeah, got it. So see, Abhinav, what you have to do is, say this is your data, okay? Once your main array is having data, only after that you can define the row and column of your transpose matrix. Got it? You cannot define row and column of your transpose matrix before you, before you do that. So say this is the array. I create transpose, new int, and row and column. Okay, there are two things. So column के place में we will put row. So row का length, how do we find out? It's ARR of 0 dot length, and columns length we find out by ARR dot length. Okay, that's how you find it. Now a transpose matrix structure is ready. All that you have to do is that you need to put elements in it. ठीक है, हमारा transpose matrix is there, but it is empty. So let's do that. All that you have to do is that transpose of ij, sorry, transpose of j and I is equal to ARR of I and j. Okay, there's an exception. Array index out of 1, 3 out of 1, 4. ठीक है, ठीक है. Okay, okay. This I had written for column major traversal, right? Because of that, I'm getting this issue. Hmm. Uh, One more thing, I did not print the array. Okay. So what I'll be doing is that let me quickly print the array. Okay, if I want to print this transpose of this, what I'll do is that let me just print like that. Okay, dot out dot print trans of ij. This is just a second, huh? I also get confused a lot of times with this. So mm, I guess this should be like this. Let me just try and let me just show you. Okay, okay. I don't know now how it should be. For clarity, I'll okay. Or let it be like this. Okay. And same thing I'll do for ARR also. I'll print ARR and it'll be um I guess this is fine. This will be 0. This will be length. Let's see. Okay. Something happened very major. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, let me give some space. Okay, and after this, system dot out dot println. So see, yes. So see, we got the transpose. Everybody clear? This is the solution for transpose. Okay, that's how you do transpose. I hope it's clear. Okay. Okay, cool. All that I'm doing over here is, देखो ध्यान से, I'm just doing कि the row and column of the first array is actually column and row of the second array. Okay, that's all that I'm doing. Nothing else. Okay, as simple as that. Now next question. So say, mm, yeah, a very interesting question. Okay, you are given an array like this, a 3 cross 3 array. Okay, 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. You have to fill this array and, like, you have to make it an hourglass with ones. Okay, so how should your result be? You know how a hourglass is like this. Okay, in olden times there used to be sand over here and sand used to come over here, like, basically it used to take 1 hour for sand to come from this, like, fall from this compartment to the bottom compartment. That's why it was called a hourglass. Okay, just some extra gyan. So what you have to do after this computation, you have to make an hourglass with ones. So your output should look like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 and 0. Okay, so the thing is, all the zeros that were there in the place of hourglass, I'm making it. See, if you're not able to solve, no problem, not a problem at all. What I'll do is that I'll give you hint. Okay, is there anybody who is able to solve, or is there anybody who is still solving? I don't want to give hint if anybody is trying. Okay, okay. All right, let's get started. Okay. So see, whenever you get such problems, right, in which you have to do these manipulation, always try to look for a pattern. Ki there would be some conditions. Okay. So definitely you're traversing the entire array, but you're also looking for some patterns. Okay. You're also looking for some condition. Tell me that, can I say that if, say, I and j, two loops are running. Okay. So if I, can I say this, that if I is equal to j, then ARR of I comma j should be equal to 0. Can I say this? Guys, do you think I can say this? Okay. With this, our array is going to look somewhat like this: 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Because only on these diagonal elements are ARR of, like, I is equal to j. Okay, so this is one condition. The second, if, okay, so see, your first row and last row is having all ones. Okay, so one thing that you can do is that if I is equal to 0, or I is equal to uh, ARR dot length minus 1. ERR dot length minus 1 will give you the last row, and I equal to 0 will give you the first row. Okay, so in this case also, what you have to do is that ARR of I comma j should be equal to 0. So for this entire first row, I will be equal to 0. So this will be, so it will assign it to 1. Why am I writing 0? I'm so sorry, guys. Very sorry. It has to be 1. Okay? And this was 0. This was already 1 from before. This is 0 and then 1, 1, 1 because of the last row. Okay? So let's see how the code looks like. I'll just copy paste this code because I need to share it with the team. Just give me a second, okay? I'll just copy paste it. Okay. Okay, so what we have to do is, say this is my array. Zero comma 0 comma 0. That's what we are having. 0 comma 0 comma 0. Okay, this is my array. I'll print it first before doing any computation. Okay, so first I'm going to print it. Then what I want to do, I have to put these conditions. Okay, that if I is equal to j, in this case ARR of ij should be equal to 1. Okay, also if, or you can write else if also. Okay, else if I equal to 0, or I equal to ARR dot length minus 1. In this case also, you will be doing ARR of I comma j is equal to 1. Okay. If you want to make a proper hourglass, what we can do is that in the else part, or no, it will require a character array actually, but yeah, that's all. Okay. Let me just print it. Let's see what do we get. It worked, right? This is what we wanted. Everybody, you got what I did. Anybody who did not understand what was done? So the same thing that I explained over here on the whiteboard, right? The same thing I wrote over here via code. I hope all of you have understood. Anybody who hasn't understood? Yes, no, कुछ तो बोलो. Okay, not understood. Okay. Did you understand this thing, Kusaram? The three situation in which we have to put one. See, I tells the row number and J tells the column number, right? So if I create a, just a second, if I write row and column, okay? So say this is my matrix. This is I, okay? This side is I, this side is J. So it is 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. If I write the, so see, it is just like maths, okay? Maths, may we had matrices, right? It's exactly like that. Maths may your matrices started from 1. In this, the matrices are starting from 0, okay? So what is this index? It is 0, comma 0. It is 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 2 2। ठीक है। अभी टेल मी कि कौन से इंडिसेस को हम लोग को रेड लाइक कौन से इंडिसेस को हम लोग को वन करना है। ओके, वन इज दिस, these positions need to be one. All of you agree? Kusaram, are you understanding? These positions have to be one to get this output right. The diagonal needs to be one. Are you getting it? Yes or no? See, this is the output that you want. This is the output and this is the input. So, in position में from input, if you want to come to output, these positions should be one. Do you get it now? This is the input, this is the result that you have to code. ठीक है. So these positions should be one. In this array, I've just put the I and j values. ठीक है. So this will be 0 0, this will be 0 1, this will be 0 2, and so on. So can I say these positions should be one? Now are you understanding? So for this, can I say that, so see, what did I say? That ये जो row numbers होते हैं ये I है, and column numbers this is j. Okay, I is here, j is here. Can I say that in all these places, ठीक है, यहाँ पे and यहाँ पे value of I and j are equal? Can I say this? So in this array, can I say that whenever I is equal to j, in that element, in that index, put one? Yes or no? Can I say this? Right? That is what this thing is doing. Okay. I'm traversing the entire array. If ARR of like I is equal to j, which means it is the diagonal element, we are putting it one. Okay. And then let me tell you for this row. For this row, can I say that my I is equal to 0? Can I say row number is equal to 0? Right? So this is covering this thing. Okay. And let me use a different color. And in this scenario, I is equal to length minus 1, right? My length is 3. So it is equal to length minus 1, which is 2, right? And in this case also, I have to put it with 1. Okay. Now is it clear? Okay. Now, did everybody get it? Cool, cool. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, Abhinav, I saw your code. It looks correct to me. I did not execute it. देख के it looks good. Okay. That's actually correct. All right. Any other questions? Okay, then. It was great taking this class. And the next class we will have on, like, mostly it will be function and recursion. So, probably next week also I'll be taking your class. All right. Time complexity. Yes. Very good question, Abhinav. Let's talk about the time complexity. Okay. This, in this case, every time, so see, whatever is written inside this loop body, okay, every time it will come inside this loop body, right? These will not be executed, but this if will also always be executed. If it is true, it will come inside. But can I say that this line will always be executed? Can I say this is the most executable line? Or if that's not clear, in this case, this is the most executable line, or this is the most executable line. Okay, in either cases, the complexity is n into m, n being the number of rows, m being the number of columns. Okay, clear? Complexity is o of n into m. Cool. ठीक है. Any other questions, guys? Okay. So, like I was saying, most probably next week also I'll be taking your classes. We'll talk about function and recursion. And yeah, that was everything that I had to share in today's session. I hope you guys were able to learn something. Okay, and yeah, see you in the next class. Good night, everybody. Have a great